So recently I got the Moyu RS3M 2021, and I had the 2020 version, but I gave it away to a friend. I don't know why I did. It was such a good cube. The RS3M 2020 was actually one of the best sellers of 2020, and I believe it still is. And the RS3M 2020 had something that the 2021 version does not. Springs. So most cubes have springs. Springs keep the cube together, make it be more flexible, but this one does not have springs. And it has magnets instead. More specifically, centerpiece magnets. This is called MagLev, which it's two magnets repelling each other instead of a spring, which makes the cube be way more faster because there's not as much friction in the core. Even a closer look at MagLev, as you can see, there's the two magnets, and you can press them down and they just won't touch. It acts just like a spring, and that's pretty much what MagLev is. It uses two repelling magnets instead of springs. Now let's talk about the cube itself. So the color scheme is really nice. Let me just get the checkerboard pattern. So as you can see, this is the white and the yellow. This is the red and the orange. And this is the blue and the green. I really like the blue and the green. I think it looks nice. And this cube feels really nice. It feels a lot like the RS3M 2020, which has a great fast feel. It's stable, but not entirely stable. I'd recommend using some of the lubes that make it more controllable. And the magnets are pretty weak. That's why it's not the most controllable, but it's super fast, and I like really fast and slightly uncontrollable, so this cube is just right for me. But if you like more controllable, you can put in some of the more controllable lubes. I use Speedcube Shop's Immersion to lube mine, which felt really good. There is a spring tensioning system too, and you're going to use this blue tool that it comes with that looks like that. There's another blue thing that the package comes with, but it's for like the spring thing, whatever. I don't know what it's called, but what happens is you see this like blue circle, and then in the middle is like the screw thing. So what you do is you take the blue tool with and it has these two grooves in it, which it will just stick like that. You just turn it and it'll make clicks. And there are 8 settings in all, I believe, and the first one being the loosest, and then the 8th being the tightest, and then it'll go back to default if you hear the loud click. And it comes with like that, and that's what default would be like with the loud click. You can just turn it back. I prefer to leave it at 2 because this cube is so fast. Compared to the 2020 version, I think the 2021 version is slightly better, just because it has MagLev, which makes the cube way faster, and it does make the cube way heavier though. Like this cube, the 2021 version is like 90 grams, I think. It's very heavy, but the 2020 version is like 80 or something. I don't know, but it's a little heavier, and it's I believe it's the cheapest MagLev cube you can get on the market for only $13, which that's crazy. I'd recommend this cube over the 2020 version because it's just good. Well, that was my review on the RS3M 2021. Thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing. It'll really help me out. See you all in the next video. Goodbye. Guys, I took all the springs out of this cube just to see what would happen, and oh my gosh, this thing is so unstable. Never take the springs out of your cube. It's just so unpleasant and unsatisfying. Ugh.